Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Payoff Pitch 1985. As we're now beginning closer to the end of the month of July, and the games are getting even more and more interesting. Today's date is July 26th. We are at Stade Olympique. Cincinnati Reds meeting up with the Montreal Expos. The Reds come into this game at 54-39. The Expos are 58-38. What does that mean? The Reds right now are tied with the Padres for pretty much second place. So the Padres actually have 42 losses to the Reds 39. So Cincinnati right now is in second. The Padres are third. The Reds hold it, but this, of course, is the thing here. Houston is only 4 games back of that third spot. Remember, top 3 teams make the playoffs. The Montreal Expos at 58-38 are no longer the best team in the league. That belongs to the Dodgers with 60 wins. But the Expos are pretty much looking good in the National League East. We are now beginning another schedule block, and I have now removed teams from the schedules. So, unless I absolutely have to use them, Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates, San Francisco, Atlanta, Baltimore, Cleveland, Kansas City, and Texas will no longer be presented unless I have absolutely no choice for the game. As we will now be presenting the top 5 teams in each division in the American League and the top 4 teams in each division in the National League. I think we got a good pitching matchup tonight. Starting pitcher for the 1985 Expos will be Dan Schatzeder. 3 wins, 5 losses, a 3.80 ERA. Left-hander, he gets a call for the Expos. We are all set and ready to go. Top of the first inning. Cincinnati originally won this game 7-6. Let's get right down to it. Leading off for the Reds will be Gary Redus. Bats .263, 4 homers against the 242. 2 homers against the lefties as we begin this big interdivisional matchup in the National League. Pitch from Schatzeder. That's a leadoff ballpark. That's going to be in play. And an in-play 55 will be a line drive right to short, and Brooks will make the catch, and that is out number 1. Next up for the Reds is the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Batted .244, 4 homers against the lefties. Pitch from Schatzeder. That's a tough 97 fly ball left field. Raines will make the catch, and that is out number 2. Here's Dave Parker. Parker in right field today, batted .279, 7 homers against the lefties. Schatzeder comes in to pitch, and here it comes. That's a ballpark again, 08. That's going to be in Parker's wheelhouse. 98. Holy cow, he just missed it. That's going to be a fly out to right. A 96 in the wheelhouse is as high as it would go, and it comes out of 98. And that is a fly out to right, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Schatzeder. Bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Reds in this game was Mario Soto. 12-15, a 3.58 ERA. Soto, good pitcher, and the Reds are going to have to use him in order to have a good game here against the Expos, who are the National League East leaders. Leading off for the Spos will be the Rock, Tim Raines. Soto is a righty. Raines batted .340, 5 homers against the rights in 85. Pitch from Soto, and that is a tough 49, and it will be a ground ball back to Soto. He'll throw it over to first, out number 1. Nice play by Mario. Next up for the Expos, second baseman Vance Law. .275, 6 homers against the rights. Soto's pitch. Defense check 93. That should be okay. The ball is hit to third base. It's a range check. Buddy Bell's range is a C. That won't be a problem. It's a 93 on the board, and that will be an out. Nice play by Bell. He'll throw to first to get the second out. 2 men down. And now here is right fielder Andre Dawson. Batted .246, 13 homers against the rights. In 85. Soto with the pitch. And it's a patient 12. That's going to be ball 4. Dawson will trot down to first on a walk. That will bring up shortstop Hubie Brooks. Batted .251, 9 homers against right-handers in 85. Brandon Baker joins us here at Stade Olympique. As he says, Reds baseball is on the air. I knew he wouldn't miss a Reds game. Pitch from Soto. Tough. 63. That's a ground ball to third. That's going to be picked up there by Bell. And the throw will go to second to get Dawson, and the inning will end there. A walk for the Expos, but that's all they get. We got no score at the end of 1. As we now begin our new schedule block, and of course, I'm now presenting only the top 4 teams in each division in the National League, the top 5 teams in each division in the American League. As we now get closer and closer to the playoffs, I now want to start playing games that really matter. Top of the second inning here is Buddy Bell. He's at third base for this game. Batted .250 against the lefties in 85. Pitch from Soto. Ballpark 41. That will be just in play. And an in-play 25 is a single. I'm sorry. What did I say? Soto? Schatzeder is the pitcher. My bad. That's still in it, but that's still an in-play, as a matter of fact. And it's still going to be a base hit. I'll leave it go. That's a base hit for Bell. Soto wouldn't pitch to his own batter, obviously. We're not playing practice. Good thing I caught it in time. I'll leave it in play. It's a single. So Bell will get a base hit there anyway, even though the in play came off the ballpark card. Here's the first baseman, Tony Perez. Batted .331, 6 homers against the lefties. Bell is not going to do anything, no steal or anything attempt. Here's the pitch from Schatzeder. That's a leaner. I will redo it. We'll do it this time. Tough. 12. That is a strikeout. First strikeout for Schatzeder, out number 1. As he gets Perez on a swing and a miss. Here is Cesar Cedeno. He is in left field for this game. Batted .235 against lefties. Schatzeder's pitch. That's a ballpark 63. That will be in play. In play 03. Cedeno bounce one into the outfield, and that's going to be a double. It's a deep drive to center field that one hops the wall. Buddy Bell running across third. They send him home. He will score. It's 1-0 Reds. RBI double by Cedeno. And the Reds jump out on the board first. Next batter will be second baseman Ron Oster. Another great baseball name. Oster batted .277. No homers against the lefties. Cedeno on at second. Schatzeder will pitch. And that is a defense check 06. That's not going to be good. Error check to first base. The ball is hit to Dreesen. His error rating is a 5. 1 to 18 would be an error, and it is. That is an error on Dreesen, and it will be a 1-base error as it handcuffed him, and he will not be able to get to first base in time. And that will be an E3. First error on the Expos. Runners will advance, obviously. Runners at first and third now. For the catcher, Dan Bilardello. He batted .176 against the lefties. Steeler fan here at Stade Olympique. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Bilardello does ground out into double plays. The Expos will play for play for 2. Pitch from Schatzeder, and that is a tough 51, and it will be a ground ball to third. Do they turn it? Bilardello's double play rating's a 9. Schatzeder's a 7. That's an 8. They will not. That 8 is higher than Oster's 6. Oster is going to be thrown out at second. So Bilardello does get to first, but Cedeno does come in to score. It's now 2-0 Reds. So it is a fielder's choice, but it is an RBI. And it is now 2-0 as Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Stade Olympique. Bilardello on it first, but now 2 outs. And that does bring up the pitcher, Mario Soto. He does have his own card. He batted 133 as a pitcher. 2 outs, Bilardello on. And here is the pitch from Schatzeder. That's an in-play 61, and that's a ground ball to second base. And the throw goes to first, and that will end the inning. 2 runs for the Reds on 2 hits and a big error. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 2-0 in favor of the Redlegs, as they were known back in the 50s, the Cincinnati Redlegs. Yep, not a great day to be a Packer fan, not a great day to be a Dolphins fan. We are done. Not much we could do. We were not going to beat Buffalo. I already knew that, and it just wasn't our. The Dolphins had a great season, 10 wins and 6 losses. Next year, I tell you right now, I can't wait for next year. Congratulations to the Bills, the Colts. You're going to have a tough time against Buffalo. That team is really, really good. There may be only one team that could beat Kansas City, and that really could be Buffalo. Stephon Diggs is a handsful. Bottom of the second. Leading off for the Expos will be Dan Dreesen. He's at first base today. Batted .295 against the rights. Pitch from Soto. Ballpark 39. That's going to be in play. In play 78 is a fly out to center field. And that is caught by Reedus, out number 1. Yes, the same Gary Reedus on the Reds in 85, who of course is on the Phillies in 86 with the Mets that I play later on as well. Yeah, the Bills just scored again. I know. Here is Tim Wallach. He's at third base. 1 out. Wallach batted .256. Against the left, 262 against the righties. That's going to be a tough 64. It's a fly ball to right. Parker makes that catch for out number 2. And here is Herm Winningham. Winningham is in center field for this matchup. Batted .241 against the righties. Pitch on the way, tough. 66. It's a ground ball to short. Throw goes to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Soto. And at the end of 2, it is 2-0 in favor of the Reds. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Reds leading 2-0 here. As we now get further and further into our replay, I'm only going to try to concentrate on the teams that are in playoff position. Here is Gary Reedus. He'll lead off for Cincinnati here in the top of the 3rd. Lined out his first time up. Schatzeder's pitch. Tough. 76. Fly ball center field. And Winningham's got that. And that's the first out. Here's Dave Concepcion. Concepcion flew out his last time up. Pitch from Schatzeder, and that is a patient 59. That's a base hit for Concepcion. He has a single. He hits it to right. Concepcion gets on first. And that will bring up this big guy, Dave Parker. Parker 0 for 1. Concepcion 4 on the steal rating. Nothing going on. And here is the pitch from Schatzeder. And that is a 9. That is a ballpark 88. That's in play. Parker in play 89 is a ground ball to second. Double play rating is 8. Schatzeder's a 7. That is a 9. They will get Concepcion out at second. Parker is safe at first on the fielder's choice. Makes it the second out. Here's Buddy Bell. Of course, Buddy Bell just recently joined Cincinnati, as you can tell by the date. He came on the Reds on July 19th. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Schatzeder. Got a good matchup, I think, between Soto and Schatzeder. In play, 36. Bell just misses that one. He pops that out to short. And that will end the inning. So no runs and a hit for the Reds. Still 2-0 in favor of the Reds. We will go to the bottom of the third. I did like this pitching matchup between Soto and Schatzeder. I thought it would be pretty good. Sal Butera leads off from Montreal. He bats 164. Didn't have that many at-bats, but he is the starting catcher for this game. Bottom of the third. Soto with the pitch. And that is a patient 95. It's a fly ball to left. Easy play there. Made by Cedeno. It's out number 1. Schatzeder does not have his own batting card, so he will use hitting card number 16. He can hit. Pitch from Soto. And that is a patient 33. And Schatzeder goes ahead and laces one into left field. And that will be a double for Schatzeder. He can hit the ball with a 16-inning card, and that is a double for him. And he will hold it second. So he helps his own cause by getting to second base. Now can the Expos get him in? Here is Tim Raines. Raines is 0 for 1. 1 out. Schatzeder on its second. Pitch from Soto. That is a patient 35, and that is a base on balls. Raines is walked. Runners at first and second. The Expos are now in business. Here is Vance Law. Law grounded out last time up. Soto checking and dealing. And now the pitch. And that is a tough 93. Fly ball left field. Cedeno will make the catch. That is out number 2. And, of course, Schatzeder will hold at second on a tough. Here's Andre Dawson. Dawson walked his last time up. We now have 2 outs in the inning. Expos really don't want to miss a good opportunity here. Got to try to get some going on. Here's the pitch from Soto. That's a wheelhouse 94, and he got under it. Fly ball left field. And that's going to be caught by Cedeno again. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Spos. Only Schatzeder gets the hit. We are at 3 in the book, still 2-0 in favor of the Cincinnati Redlegs. Like to remind you what we got coming up. I'm going to probably do some fall classic baseball a little later. 1986, Mets taking on the Phillies. And tomorrow on Inside Pitch, I have the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees tomorrow. David Cone versus Jack McDowell. Cone was on the Blue Jays on the season and then moved to the Yankees later. He is listed in the Inside Pitch Blue Jays roster, so he will pitch for the Jays, not the Yankees. So I have that game. I usually play my Inside Pitch games around 11. I have a job interview tomorrow. That game will be later. So just if you subscribe to me, keep an eye out for it so you can catch the game. Toronto against the New York Yankees, and tomorrow on Payoff Pitch, what do we got after that? We've got tomorrow for July 28th, we've got the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. And that's a big game in the American League as well. So that's what I got coming up. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Reds. Back to this game. Here's Tony Perez. He'll lead it off. Perez is 0 for 1. Pitch from Schatzeder. That's a defense check, 61. And that is an error check to third. The ball is hit to Wallach. His error rating is a 4. That dice is a 61, and that will be an out. Nice play there by Wallach. He throws to first to get the out. Next up will be Cesar Cedeno. Hit a big RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Thank you, sir. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm still collecting my unemployment as it is. Got to claim the weeks in the morning, as a matter of fact, before I even go. No problem. Pitch from Schatzeder. Another defense check, 51. That's again an error check to third. That's Wallach. 51 on the dice. And again, his error rating is a 4. He will have that play. He throws to first for out number 2. 2 defense checks for Tim Wallach, and he comes through big time. 2 men down. Here is Ron Oster. 2 outs. Schatzeder will pitch. And that is a patient 28, and that's a single for Oster. It's a base hit. Oster smacks a single. He goes to first. Second time he's been on base. He reached on an error his last time up. And now Dan Billardello. He grounded into a fielder's choice. Oster on it first. Pitch from Schatzeder. That's a ballpark 11, and Del Billardello's, that is in his wheelhouse. That's in the wheelhouse. Billardello can hit the home run. It's a 43. He'll have to settle for a single on that one. Oster's run rating is a 6. He will automatically make third with 2 outs, and it's a base hit. Runners at first and third, and it will give Mario Soto a chance to begin in a run. Soto, of course, grounded out his last time up. Schatzeder looking in at Soto, and now he'll pitch. Can Soto come through with a hit? Tough, 43, not a chance. That is a swing and a miss. Struck him now. That is strikeout number 2 for Schatzeder. He only had 64 of them in 85. No runs. 2 hits for the Reds. Still 2-0. Bottom half of the fourth coming up. And here is Hubie Brooks leading off for the Spos. Brooks grounded out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Soto, and it is a tough 35. Brooks just misses it. He pops it out to second. That's the first out. Almost had it, but he missed it by 2. Here's Dan Dreesen. Dreesen 0 for 1. Pitch on the way, and that is a patient 27. That is ball 4. And Dreesen will trot down to first. Third walk issued by Soto. He averaged 3.7 walks per 9. So far he's at his average. And a nice hand from the Olympic Stadium crowd for Tim Wallach, who made 2 good plays the last time. Possible errors, but he curbed them. Dreesen on it first, not going. Yeah, I know, right? Dreesen on it first. Here's the pitch to Wallach. And that is going to be a tough 41, and it's a pop out to first base. Pops that one up in foul territory. That'll be out number 2. Dreesen has to hold, and now we will see Herm Winningham Winningham 0 for 1. Dreesen on it first. Pitch from Soto, and that's a patient 26. It's ball 4, and that's the 4th walk issued by Mario, and now runners at first and second. A chance here for the Expos as Captain Carl 8 joins us here at Stade Olympique. Here's Sal Butera. He's the next batter. He's 0 for 1. Expos trying to get some runs in. Can Butera come through with a big hit against Soto? Pitch on the way, and that is a ballpark 32. It just misses Soto's wild pitch, and ballpark 32 is wheelhouse. Wheelhouse for Butera, 83. He chops it to short. Up with it, of course, is Concepcion, and the throw goes to first to get Butera, and he ends the inning there. No runs for Montreal, no hits, a couple of walks. Still 2-0 in favor of Cincy. Top of the 5th inning. This is Schatzeder's fatigue inning, as a matter of fact. He's still strong, though. And here is Gary Reedus leading off for the Reds. Schatzeder with the pitch. And we got a patient 75. And Reedus smacks that one right into the center field deepest part. That's going to roll all the way through the gap. Reedus rounding second, on his way to third. Leadoff triple for Reedus. Reedus will hold at third with a triple. A patient 75 against the lefty is good enough, and he gets there. He had 2 triples against left-handed pitching in 85, and he's got great speed. So he goes to third on a big-time triple, and now here's Dave Concepcion. Nobody out. 5th inning, Expos will call the infield in. They'll call the infield in. Schatzeder will pitch. And that is a ballpark 38. That is wheelhouse for Concepcion. Wheelhouse 33. Single into left field. Base hit for Concepcion. Reedus will walk on home easily. And the Reds now lead it 3-0. Concepcion now 2 for 3. And the batter is Dave Parker, and that's going to be it for Schatzeder. He is now fatigued, so he has to come out. So we'll see a new pitcher here for the Expos. Expos bullpen is not bad. They got pitchers in the bullpen. Nobody out, though, and you still got a couple of righties. So they're going to go ahead and bring out Tim Burke, 9-4, 2.39 ERA. Tim Burke will pitch in place of Schatzeder, who, of course, leads with the loss. Burke is a short reliever, though, but he'll pitch innings 5 and 6. Dave Parker is the batter. Concepcion on at first. C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter joins us at Stade Olympique. Concepcion on it first. Here's the pitch to Parker. And that is a tough 13, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Burke. Parker will go down. A chance now for Buddy Bell. Bell is 1 for 2, singled and popped out. Pitch from Burke. That's an in play, 69. It's a ground ball to second base. Bell's double play rating's a 9. Burke's a 7. That is a 4. Not a problem. Second base to shortstop. to first base, double play, inning over. 1 run for the Reds on 2 hits. We are halfway through the game, 3-0 Reds. Bottom of the 5th. Soto pitching very well, has only given up 1 hit. Tim Burke is due to bat as the pitcher. I forgot that he was the first guy up. If that was the case, I would have let Schatzeder try to go one more batter, but he would have had a fatigued card on him. That's going to be it for Burke. They'll bring in a pinch hitter. Since we are before the 9th, it's the most at bats against a right-hander, and that will be for the Expos. It will be Terry Francona. Terry Francona will pinch hit against Soto here in the bottom of the 5th. Fatigue cards are a bit not vicious. Now they're vicious. No, those fatigue cards are vicious. Soto will pitch to Francona. And, of course, there's nobody out. And that is a tough 19. And that is a base hit for Francona. Holy cow. A 19, he gets a single. Francona gets a pinch hit knock off the bench. They'll travel to first. I thought that was a strikeout, but nope. Francona goes ahead and belts it. Jay Wallace joins us here at Stade Olympique. Here's Tim Raines. Raines is 0 for 1. He walked. We're in the bottom half, so I'll go ahead and flip the deck. Francona on it first. Here's the pitch. And that is a patient 60. And Raines belts one. He hits one high, deep, and it's going to come off the wall, actually. That shoots the gap. Raines is on his way to third. Francona will come in to score. Raines has a triple. It's 3-1. The Expos finally get on the board. A patient 60, and Raines gets a triple. An RBI triple, I should say. And now 3-1 with a runner at third base and still nobody out. Here's Vance Law as the rock comes through. Runner on third. The Reds are going to play the infield normal, play for the out. Nobody out. Soto will pitch to Law. And that is a tough 69, and that is going to be a ground ball to second base. The throw will go to first to get out number 1. Tim Raines does come in to score, and it is now 3-2. Raines, of course, with a run rating of 8, not a problem. Had a run rating of 8. He easily scores from 30, trots on home, but they get the first out. They take the ground out, but now it's 3-2. Here's Andre Dawson. Dawson is 0 for 1. 1 out now. Expos back in the game. Pitch from Soto, and that's a tough 34, and it's a base hit for Dawson. Single to center. Dawson will hold it first. And now they're going to go talk to Soto on the mound for a moment and check and see if he's okay. But right now, it's now a 3-2 game. The next batter is Hubie Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 2. Dawson steal rating of 4. 8 on the dice. Not going to happen. Soto will pitch to Brooks. Pitch coming. And that's a patient 0-5. And it is ball 4. And now the Expos have runners at first and second with 1 out. And that is the 5th walk issued by Soto. And the batter is Dan Dreesen. Dreesen will bat. 1 out. Fans here at Olympique Stadium now getting excited. A big at bat coming up. Soto will pitch to Dreesen. It's 3-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth. The Reds originally won this game 7-6. It was a high-scoring game. There were 26 hits in the game. Here's the pitch from Soto. That's a ballpark. 84 it'll be in play. And an in-play 84 is a ground ball to second base. Dreesen's double play rating 7. Soto is a 5. That is a 5. Second base to shortstop to first, double play. Inning over. 4-6-3 double play, and they get out of it. 2 runs on 3 hits for Montreal and a walk at the end of 5, 3-2 in favor of the Reds. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Tony Perez leads off for the Reds. Expos need a pitcher. Got 2 righties and a switch. So let's see who the Expos want to bring out the pitch. And they're going to go with let's see. They're going to go with Bert Roberge. Bert Roberge, if I think I'm saying his name right. Bert Roberge or Bert Roberg. 3-3, 3.44 ERA. He will come out to pitch for the Expos. Bert Roberge. Top of the 6th inning. Perez will lead it off. Pitch on the way from Roberge. That is a tough 0-0. We got a rare play. And, of course, I'm using the season ticket baseball rare play charts. So let's see what we get. We roll red, black, white. And that is a 6-4-5. Let's see what we get here. 6-4-5. And that is an F2 as above. Let's see here. Foul pop-up caught by the catcher as he falls into the dugout. All runners are awarded 1 base when fielder catches ball and then leaves the field to play. But there wasn't anybody on base, so it's a pop-up caught by the catcher. But it's a 6-4. It's a 6-4-5. So the catcher is injured as he falls into the stands. So that means that the Expos just lost Butera. So it's a foul out into the dugout is what that is. So that is out number 1. But they're saying, but it says that Butera is injured, so I need a new catcher for the Expos. So that's it for Butera, as he will go out. And that means Mike Fitzgerald will take over at catcher. Mike Fitzgerald's actually the better catcher a little bit. Little better arm and little better range. Mike Fitzgerald will be the new catcher for the Expos. That is 1 out. And the next batter is Cesar Cedeno. Roberge will pitch. And that is a patient 17. That's ball 4. Cedeno goes to first. A walk. Steal rating is a 4. That's a 5 on the dice. Let's see. Ron Oster does not strike out much. Roberge has 3. No steal, but a hit and run is a possibility. I kind of like use now if the die roll is not in the steal rating, but it's a little, but maybe one level higher. I kind of look at the hit and run. Let's see. Cedeno, though, he's got 9 stolen bases. His steal rating is a C, but it automatically is an F1 if he has to go on a hit and run. Oster bats, though, 302. No, we'll hit it. We'll hit away. Cedeno on it first. Oster will bat. Pitch from Roberge. And that's an in-play, 40. And it's a good thing I did do that. That's going to be a base hit by Oster. It's a single. Long single into the gap to center field. Cedeno will run 1 base. He will hold at second. Oster gets his second hit of the game. Runners at first and second. Oster having a good game. He's 2 for 2 when he reached on an error. Here's Dan Billardello. Al Red Sox fan joins us here at Stade Olympique, King of the Hill. For those of you who don't know Al Red Sox fan in my chat, of course I know everybody does, but for those of you who watch my replay, please check out the man's channel. If you want it, he's got it. Baseball, boxing, football, hockey, horse racing as well. The man does it all. One of the big reasons why I actually started doing this. Make sure you hit and subscribe to that channel. Trust me, you will never regret it. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Billardello will bat. Pitch from Roberge. That's a tough 63. And it's a ground ball to second base. Billardello's double play rating's a 9. Roberge is a 5. That is an 8. Ron Oster's run rating is a 6. He will be cut down at second. The throw goes back to first. They will not get Billardello. That is a fielder's choice. Two outs now. Mario Soto is due to bat. We're in the 6th inning, 3-2. His fatigue inning is the 8th. He's pitching well, but you know what? With runners at first and third, I think you pinch hit here. What do you think? Brandon Baker, you're the Reds fan here in the chat. What do you think? What do you think? Pinch it for Soto or let him hit? Or let him hit? What do you think? There's 2 outs, runners at the corners. What do you think there, Brandon? Pinch hit for Soto or let him bat. If you're wondering who the pinch hitter would be against a right-hander most at bats, that would be Eddie. That would be Eddie Milner. I would have Milner come in and pinch hit against him. So what do you think there, Brandon? If you're with me, let him hit or pinch hit with runners at first and third. What do you think? If you're in my chat. If you're not, I'll go ahead. I'll make the decision because I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull him. Going once, going twice. He's out. Soto coming out. I will pinch hit for Soto as he's done his job. Pinch hitting for the Reds will be Eddie Milner. He had 406 at bats against right-handers. So Billardello on it first, Cedeno on third. As Bob's Tabletop says, pinch hit. Okay. So here's Milner. Runners at first and third. A big chance for the Reds to get some runs. Pitch from Roberge. Defense, 53. That's an error check to third. The ball is hit to Wallach. His error rating is a 4. 53 on the dice. He will make the play. And that is going to be a grounder to him. He throws to second and gets the final out. Tim Wallach 3 times has been checked for an error rating, and he makes it. No runs for the Reds. They had 1 hit. It is still 3-2 in favor of the Reds. Bottom of the 6th inning. Reds need a pitcher. And leading off for the Expos will be Tim Wallach. They got 2 rights and a left coming up. A right, left, right. So I think we'll bring in a right-hander for the Reds. And it looks like it is going to be Tom Hume. 3-5, 3.26 ERA. He will take over, adds 10 to the tough roll. So here's Tom Hume to pitch to Tim Wallach, bottom of the 6th. Another ex-Met. Yes, he is. Eddie Milner, ex-Met. Bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Hume. That is a tough 64 fly ball right field, out number 1. Wallach is doing good things in the field, but he's not doing anything at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Here's Herm Winningham. Actually, that's really a tough 74 is what that was. But it would be more. It's more of a ground ball to second, but okay, I'll let it go. Wouldn't have mattered. He's still out. Here's Herm Winningham. Winningham 0 for 1. Pitch from Hume. That's a patient 35, and it's ball 4. Tom Hume walks Winningham, puts the tying run aboard. Second time in the game, Winningham has been walked. Steal rating is a 5. That is a 5, a possible steal. Winningham is a C. Winningham is a C stealer. Billadello has an arm rating of 1. That would be a poor chance for Winningham to steal. He will hold. That brings up the catcher, Mike Fitzgerald, who came in for the injured Butera. Butera, of course, is just out for the game since we're playing as-played lineups, so he can return, of course, in the future. 1 out. Winningham on it first. Here's the pitch from Hume. And that is a patient 38, and it's a base hit by Fitzgerald. More than that, that's a double. It's a looping liner to right field. Runners advance 2 bases. Winningham will hold it third. And the Expos are in business. Fans here at Olympic Stadium. Runners at second and third. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Roberge, as he has done. And the Expos will go to the bench. Most at bats against a righty that is on the bench, and that will be Mitch Webster. Batted .238 against rights, 122 at bats. So here is Mitch Webster with runners at second and third. Reds calling the infield in to prevent the run from scoring. 1 out. Winningham with a run rating of 7. Well, actually, the thing about it is that with payoff pitch, I don't have to say if the runner's going on contact or not. Inside pitch, I do because of the easy calculations. But a payoff pitch, the infield in chart takes care of it. Pitch from Hume, and that is a 10. That is not good. The ball sneaks past the drawn in infield. That's a base hit by Webster. Webster smacks it through the infield, and this game is tied. Winningham will score. Fitzgerald goes to third. We are tied at 3. Tom Hume comes up in the inning, and he goes ahead and gives up a walk, a double, and now a base hit to Webster. And the pitcher spot in this game is 3 for 3. How about that? The pitcher spot for the Expos is 3 for 3. We are tied at 3. And the batter is Tim Raines. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Reds again will call the infield in. They don't want the run at third base to score. So Reds infield in. 1 out. Hume will pitch to Raines. And that is a patient 60. And it's a base hit by Tim Raines. And it's more than that. That is a triple. That is Tim Raines' second triple of the game. Triple for the Rock. Bases clearing triple. Fitzgerald will come in to score. Mitch Webster comes in to score. Rains on at third for the second time in the game. Expos take the lead 5-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! Brandon Baker section groans. Ugh. And still one out. The next batter will be Vance Law, and that'll be it for Hume as the Reds go ahead and take him out of the game. They'll go with another right-hander. They'll bring in Ron Robinson, 7-7, 3.99 ERA. Robinson will pitch to Law. Rains on at third, and the Reds now are going to call the infield normal just to get an out. Bleacher Bums Gaming joins us here. Anthony at Stade Olympique. Expos leading 5-3. Reds had a 3-0 lead, and the Expos come back with 5 runs in the last 2 innings. Robinson will pitch to Law. And that is a tough 22 strikeout. Big strikeout on Law. That is a big K, out number 2. That will bring up Andre Dawson. Robinson will pitch to Dawson. Rains on at third. Infield is normal. I will check your game out, Bleacher Bums. I know, Anthony, I know you were doing inside pitch. I will watch it. Here's the pitch from Robinson. That's a ballpark 69. That's in play. In play for Dawson, 71. Ground ball, second base. Up with it will be Oster. Throws to first. Inning over. 3 runs for the Expos on 3 hits. At the end of 6, 5-3 Montreal. For those of you who want to check out the standings real quick, remember, I'll usually be putting the standings there. The Montreal Expos, with a record of 58 wins and 38 losses, lead the National League East. The Reds are in second place in the National League West, 6 games behind the Dodgers. Padres have the same amount of wins, but the Padres have 42 losses. So the Reds right now hold second place. The Houston Astros are 4 games back of third, so they still got some catching up to do. But we're only in July. We only got 2 months left in this replay. Who leads off? Gary Redus leads off for the Reds in the top of the 7th. Expos need a pitcher. Right, left coming up. I think we'll bring out a right-hander, and it will be... let's see. Expos will bring out Randy St. Clair, 5-3, 3.93 ERA. He is a short reliever. He can pitch innings 7 and 8. Randy St. Clair against Gary Redus, top of the 7th. He was only 24 years old that year in 85, Randy St. Clair. Not a terrible pitcher. Actually, I thought he was pretty average. Not bad. Pitch from St. Clair. That's a patient 62. It's a leadoff walk. And as soon as I say something good about him, he walks Redus. Leadoff runner on for the Reds. And here is Dave Concepcion. Redus definitely does have a steal attempt a chance. His steal rating is 8. His jump rating is an 8. And Fitzgerald's arm is a 4. So in order for him to steal, that would be... Let's see, he's a B. So that would be a... Excellent chance. Yep, Redus is going to go. Randy St. Clair, though, has a very good hold rating. His hold rating is a 4. So I'm just going to roll dice. A 4 or less, Redus can go. He does not go, and I automatically give St. Clair a chance to pick him off. I automatically give him a chance to pick him off. Reedus, and since his hold rating is a 4, a 10 to 44 on the percentile dice, Reedus is out. No, he gets back safely. Reedus gets back. So Randy St. Clair keeps Reedus from going to second. Now we do it normally. That's how I do steals and pickoffs here in this game. I should have just probably rolled the percentiles at the same time. I know I usually draw cards, but I like the cards for other reasons now. Michael Peterson joins us here at Stade Olympique. Runners at first. St. Clair will pitch to Concepcion. That's a tough 0-5. That is a strikeout. Big strikeout on Concepcion. That's out number 1. The batter now is Dave Parker with a dice roll rating of 9. Raiders cannot get the steal. Do I want to try a hit and run here? No, I'll let Parker hit. I'll let Parker bat. He bats .327. Why would I want to do that? Reedus on it first. 1 out now. Pitch from St. Clair. And that's a tough 45, and that's a pop out to the shortstop. And that's out number 2, so the hit and run wouldn't have worked anyway. Buddy Bell will now come up. Now he's 1 for 3. Reedus still on at second. He still has another steal attempt. But he's going to hold now with 2 outs. St. Clair will pitch to Bell. And that is a patient 42, and he walks Bell. So Reedus doesn't have to go this time. St. Clair will walk Buddy Bell. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Tony Perez comes up for the Reds in a big opportunity here. Runners at first and second. St. Clair has to bear down on Tony Perez. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch from Randy. And that is an in-play 56. Too high. Ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Easily picked up there by Wallach. He will throw to second to get Bell, and the inning will end there. Good chance for the Reds, goes by the board. No runs, no hits, or a couple of walks. We are at the 7th inning stretch. It is 5-3 Expos. Senior, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Like to remind you, I'm going to try to get a fall classic game of the Mets and the Phillies tonight, 1986, a couple more test games with fall classic. Inside pitch tomorrow, the 1995 one and gone continues, game number 6. The Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. So for all you Yankee fans and or Yankee haters, okay, the Blue Jays take on the Yankees. David Cone will go up against Jack McDowell. That is tomorrow's game. Cone is on the Blue Jays roster in inside pitch. And payoff pitch tomorrow night, we will have the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins in a big matchup in the American League. As I said, Michael Peterson, for Yankee fans and or Yankee haters. Because doesn't everybody here love the Yankees? Yeah, right. Let's see. Bottom of seventh inning, Ron Robinson. He will pitch. Hubie Brooks leads off for the Expos in the bottom of the seventh. That's early game, but I have a job interview in the morning, so I probably won't be doing that game till about 1 or 2 o'clock, something like that, maybe. And if I do get back to work, guys, my streams, of course, will be cut down. I'll have to do with one project, and I don't know if I can do 3 projects in a row. Too much to do. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Here's Hubie Brooks. He is 0 for 2. Pitch from Robinson. That's a ballpark 34. Brooks is hitting from the right side. That's a wheelhouse. Wheelhouse for Hubie Brooks. And that is a 10. And that is a kaboom. He hits one high. He hits one deep into right field. And that is a goner. Home run, Hubie Brooks. Oh, he got all of that. SDG Replays joins us here at Stade Olympique. Hubie Brooks goes ahead and blasts that one. Ron Robinson pitches him a meatball, and Hubie Brooks turns it into lasagna. And here is Dan Dreesen, 6-3 Montreal now. Dreesen is 0 for 2. Robinson will pitch. Now, you know that's a lie, Mike. You're too intelligent not to get it. You know that's a lie. All I do is auto parts, guys. It's all I've been doing my whole darn life. Trust me, I wish I got paid for this. And that is a pitch from Robinson. That's again a ballpark 79. That's going to be in play, though. In play, 80 is a fly out to center. And Dreesen hits that to Ritas. That's out number 1. Here's Tim Wallach. Wallach is 0 for 3. He's doing it in the field, but not at the plate. Robinson will pitch to Wallach. And that's a tough 24. And it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Wallach is now 0 for 4 at the plate. Next batter, Herm Winningham. He is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. 2 outs. Robinson ready to deal. Here's the pitch. That's a patient 26. It's ball 4. Herm Winningham walks for the 3rd time. He'll trot down to first. Mike Fitzgerald will come up. He hit a double his last time up, taking place for Sal Butera. Fans here would love to see more runs here for the Expos. 6-3. Well, thank you again, Michael. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know, of course. Here's the pitch from Robinson, and that is a ballpark 53 that's in play. In play, 98. Fly ball left field, and Cedeno will grab that. And that will end the inning. 1 run for the Expos on 1 hit. A big home run by Hubie Brooks. 6-3 at the end of 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Cesar Cedeno will go up against Randy St. Clair. This is his 2nd inning. This will be his last inning. He is due to lead off in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch to Cedeno. And that is a patient 25. It's a leadoff walk. Cedeno will trot down to first. 2nd time Cedeno's walked today. He's got 2 walks and a double. Now, here's the guy that's been doing it for the Reds, and that is Ron Oster. He is 2 for 2 and reached on an error. So he's a 1,000 base percentage on today. Cedeno on it first. 8 on the dice, no steal. Oster will go ahead and swing. Pitch from St. Clair. And that is a in-play 90. Ground ball to short. Oster's double play ratings a 7. St. Clair's an 8. That's a 4. That is routine. 6, 4, 3, 2 outs. Doesn't get any more routine than that. That brings up the catcher, Dan Billardello, with now 2 outs in the inning. 6-3 Expos. Reds originally won this game 7-6. But Montreal trying to change a little history. And that is Suadice. I will re-roll. And we got an in-play 40. And what we got here, that's a ground ball to first. Taken care of there by Dreesen, and the inning is over. Minimum batters faced by St. Clair. Gave up a walk, but the double play got him out of it. 6-3, bottom of the 8th coming up. Randy St. Clair coming out of the game. Expos will come up to bat. Still in the 8th inning. Ron Robinson is a long reliever. This would be his 3rd inning of work. They're going to keep him out. We'll see if they'll keep him out there. But I'll find out in a moment here. But first, because he is due to bat first in the 9th inning. You know what? We'll see what happens here first. Let me see if I'm going to bring out the bat. Bottom of the 8th inning. Most at bats against a righty, and that will be UL Washington. He'll come up against Robinson, and they're going to they will go to the bench as Washington bats 190 against lefties. So they're going to bring out a lefty now to pitch to him. And let's see what's going to be, and it will be they're going to go with John Franco. Might as well. For the Reds, John Franco, 12-3, 2.13 ERA. He was their closer, or one of them. And John Franco's job, very simple, keep it 6-3 in this inning. UL Washington will bat against him, though. I'm not going to pull him. You're up by 3 runs. Here's the pitch from Franco, and that is an in-play 50, and we've got a ground ball to third. Throw goes to first, out number 1. Here is Tim Raines. He is 2 for 3. He has 2 triples. 2 RBI triples. And Raines will be batting against Franco here with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Franco. And it is a tough 80. He's not going to get it this time. That's a fly out to center. That's the 2nd out. And now here's Vance Law. Franco will pitch to Law. Pitch on the way. That's a tough 67. It's a fly ball to right field. Parker will make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Franco does the job. And that is it for the Spos. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Expos leading 6-3. We had some 9th inning magic today in inside pitch. So we'll see if payoff pitch gives us the same thing. John Franco coming out. We'll see a pinch hitter for the Reds, but the Expos will bring out their guy. And coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Jeff Reardon. 2 wins, 8 losses, 3.18 ERA, 41 saves. He is the closer. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Reds. take the best, and this time it's the ninth inning, so I can take the best average against righties. And that was left on the bench, and that is going to be Alan Nicely. Alan Nicely will pinch hit against Reardon to start the top of the ninth inning. 6-3 Expos. Pitch from Reardon. And that is a patient 38. It's a walk. And Nicely trots down to first. And the Reds get the leadoff man on. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 inning here? Ninth inning at RJL 518. Next batter for the Reds will be Gary Reedus. He will bat. Reedus is 1 for 3. He has a triple in the game. 6-3. Nicely on it first. Reardon will pitch to Reedus. And it is a patient 68. And Reedus smacks the ball into the outfield. That's going to be a double. It's a drive down the line to right field. Runners advance 2 bases. Nicely holds at third. Reedus on at second. And the tying run coming to the plate with nobody out. Buckle your seatbelts, people. Here we go. Reardon walks nicely, and then a double by Reedus. Runners at second and third. The batter is Dave Concepcion. Nobody out in the top of the ninth. Concepcion is 2 for 4, 2 singles. He will bat. Reardon. Runners at second and third. Concepcion at the plate. And here's the pitch. And that is a tough 86. It's a ground ball to short. The infield was playing normal. They were not going to play the infield in. It's a ground ball to short. The throw is going to go to first. Nicely. With a run rating of 4, though, might not be able to move. And I think on a grounder with a runner less than 7, or I think he holds. Runner on third with run rating of 7 or more scores. Nicely's run rating is a 4. He holds. 1 out. Concepcion grounds it to short. Nicely decides not to go, and he's thrown out at first. That's out number 1. The batter will be Dave Parker. 1 out. Runners at second and third still. Parker is 0 for 3. 0 for 4 tonight. Parker is yet to get a hit. For those of you who did watch my game this morning, by the way, I never gave you the line score of that game. There were 34 hits in that total game and inside pitch. Check it out if you haven't watched it. Runners at second and third. Parker at the plate. Reardon trying to close the game. Reds got in business. Pitch from Reardon. That's a tough 0-0. It's a rare play. Here we go. Runners at second and third. I got to get the correct rare play chart. And it is normal. So let's roll and see what we get here. Red, black, white. That is a 6-8-0. And I'll pull the page so you guys can see it as I use the season ticket baseball rear play chart. 6-8-0. Left fielder drops a fly ball. Runners advance 2 bases, and batter is safe on second base. If there are 2 outs, all others score. It is not. And as above, though, 6-8-0 comes up. So as above, fielding error is committed by the center field. So it's a ball hit to center field, and it's dropped by Winningham. 2 runs come in to score. Holy cow! A gigantic error on Winningham. So that is an E8. That is an E8. Nicely will score. Reedus will score. And Parker is on second. What a time for that to come up. And it's now 6-5. Incredible. I want to reread that just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I had that right. Yeah, left as above, but fielding errors committed by the center fielder. Batter is safe on second base if there are 2 outs, all runners score. Well, the runners advanced 2 bases anyway, so you had the runner on second, so it's 6-5. So the tying run is now on second base, and that is the second error on the Expos. E8, and the batter now is Buddy Bell. Holy cow. 6-5 now, with still 1 out. They'll pitch to Bell. Runner on second. Fans here at Olympic Stadium very nervous. And that is 2 runs allowed by Reardon, but he has a plus sign at the end of short, which means he does not get fatigued until the game is tied or it gets ahead. So Reardon is still strong. Here's the pitch to Bell. And that is a patient 58, and he walked him. Holy cow. Bell walks for the second time in the game. And now here's Tony Perez. And Perez will hit. Runners at first and second, 6-5. Reds already have 2 runs here in the 9th on a gigantic error by Winningham due to a rare play. Parker on at second. Tying run at second. Go ahead run at first. Reardon pitches. And that is a tough 15. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Reardon bears down and gets Perez. And the last chance for the Reds is Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno is 1 for 2. He's doubled and walked twice. I will check the Reds bench. Cedeno is in left field, and I will bring out a pinch hitter against Reardon. And coming on to pinch hit for the Reds will be Max Venable. He will also take over in left field if the game goes further. Max Venable coming on to pinch hit against Reardon. 2 outs now. Reardon will pitch to Venable. No, he won't. Reardon's going to come out. They're going to bring in a lefty and force Venable to switch, or I'll burn another hitter, which is what I'm going to do. So coming on to pitch now for the Expos is going to be Gary Lucas. Lucas 6-2, 3.19 ERA. As I got to play chess. So Lucas turns Venable around. Venable has no average against lefties. I will burn him. I'm now bringing the best hitter against left-handed pitching. And that will be Pete Rose for the Reds. Pete Rose is calling himself. Player manager Pete Rose will now step up, and he will go up against Gary Lucas. He bits 347 against the lefties. Now we have our pitch. Lucas trying to get 1 out. Rose trying to give the Reds a tie or the lead. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Olympic Stadium on their feet. Lucas with the pitch. It's a tough 80, and it's a ground ball to second base. Vance Law's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Expos take the win, 6-5. What a finish. 2 runs on 1 hit and an error. But the Reds come up just a little short. Expos get this win 6-5. Final line score coming up, as well as 10-minute ticker. For the Expos, 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. For the Reds, 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Bert Roberge actually picks up the win. Tom Hume takes the loss. Gary Lucas is going to get a 1-out save. And, of course, Reardon, St. Clair, and actually pick up a hold. So 6-5 as the Expos take this win tonight. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker coming right up. As we'll see how the rest of the baseball world does tonight. Was so hoping Pete could get it done. Yeah, I know. He didn't like the Cedeno pinch hitter. Well, Max Venable. What was it? Max Venable was a better choice. He had the better average, but sometimes I got to play chess against myself. I got to try to give one team a chance to win. So, as I try to be very, I know Stade was having a good game, but I had to go with the law of averages on that one. Bleacher Bums Gaming is leaving us. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. Let's see how the rest of the baseball world went. We know the Expos get a 6-5 win. Let's do July 26th. Seattle at Boston. That's a win for the Mariners, 5-4. Baltimore taking on the White Sox. A win for the Orioles, 6-1. Cleveland at Kansas City. That's a 7, a win for the Royals, 6-5. They have a lot of catching up to do. Oakland taking on Milwaukee. That's a 9. Brewers win it, 7-2. Detroit against Minnesota. We have that game tomorrow. That's a 5. Tigers get a win, 6-4. Minnesota trying to hold on to that American League West. Yankees taking on the Rangers. Rangers get the win, 9-2. They beat the Yankees. California against Toronto. That is a 9, and that is a win for the Blue Jays, 2-0. Chicago Cubs at the Dodgers. That's a 5. Cubs win, 5-4. Atlanta taking on Philadelphia. That's an 8, a win for the Phillies, 3-2. St. Louis against the Padres. That's an 11. Padres win, 4-3. Pittsburgh at San Francisco. That's a 10. Pirates win, 7-5. That takes care of the 26th. That clears this sheet. Let's bring out the other one. As we now go to the 27th. We go to the 27th now. Seattle at Boston. That's a 10. The Red Sox get that win, 3-0. Baltimore at the White Sox. White Sox win, 5-3. Cleveland at Kansas City. Cleveland wins that game, 8-0. Oakland at Milwaukee. 10, a win for the Brewers, 9-6. Detroit at Minnesota. That's a win for the Twins, 9-5. New York Yankees at Texas. Rangers win another game, 12-9. California playing Toronto. Blue Jays win 5-0. They pretty much I believe they retake the American League East lead. Chicago Cubs at the Dodgers. That's a win for the Cubbies, 2-0. Cincinnati at the Expos. The Reds get revenge. Yes, they do, 4-0. Doubleheader for the Houston Astros and the Mets. I know Steeler fan is waiting for these two. It is a doubleheader. The Met game was rained out on the 26th. So let's see what we get here. Houston and the Mets. It's a 7 win for the Mets. 8-5. They win game 1. Game 2 will go to the Mets as well. 2 sevens. Mets win both games 8-2. They take both against the Astros. And I know Steeler fan will say rigged and rigged. Atlanta takes on Philadelphia. That's a 6. Braves get that win 9-4. Rigged ×2. St. Louis at San Diego. That's a 7. Cardinals get that win 6-1. Cardinals are in danger of not making the playoffs as well. They got some making up to do. Both right now, World Series teams are in trouble. They might not make it. Pittsburgh at San Francisco. That's a win for the Giants, 7-0. Congratulations on your teams if they won tonight. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Steeler fan, Brandon Baker, Anthony, Bleacher Bums Gaming, Tony's Board Life. Was here. SDG Replays. Steeler fan, Brandon Baker, Michael Peterson, Captain Carl, 8 Owl Red Sox fan, King of the Hill, Jay Wallace, Bob's Tabletop Sports. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles, and we'll see you guys probably a little later. For the Mets and Phillies 86 for Fall Classic. Probably do that game at about maybe 10:30 in about an hour. So we'll see what happens. That's it from here from Stade Olympique. Expos over the Reds 6-5. Stay safe, healthy, smart, strong. See you guys later.